Hi, Rachel here from off-road.cc. Today I'm taking a look at the Specialized Diverge E5 Comp, a quite road-orientated gravel bike from the big S, Specialized. We're big into gravel bikes here at Road.cc, but living in the south of the UK, we're well aware that the options for a good old gravel grind are slightly limited. We tend to make tracks towards Salisbury or Wales for our bike testing. For just that reason though, we decided to take a look at the Diverge. It's a bike that sits in an area between endurance road bikes and cyclocross races and is fit for road and gravel alike. Especially this bike is all about exploring new roads, commuting and getting lost on gravel or fire roads. This is the top spec women's bike from the UK Diverge range and costs £1,500. This one has an alloy frame and a carbon fork. So if you live in the UK and are more partial to a full carbon frame, you'll have to look at the men's bike with its mostly similar geometry instead. For 2018, Specialized introduced open road geometry, which they say is a road version of modern trail bike geometry to provide playful handling and predictable steering. Compared to other gravel bikes out there, the Diverge sports some quite conservative numbers. It's got a 10.07mm wheelbase and a 71-degree head angle on this 52cm model. It's certainly not going long, low and slack in trail bike terms, but it is longer and it's half a degree slacker than its road counterpart, the Roubaix, and the bottom bracket is lower than the cyclocross bike, the Crux. One of the really exciting things about this Diverge is the inclusion of the Future Shock, a suspension system inside the fork steerer. It's basically a coil spring with 20 mils of travel to take care of front end damping duties. I've used one of these recently on a Specialized Ruby road bike and found it soaked up small bumps in the road with ease. And it'll be interesting to take it off-road and see how the technology adds up over larger holes and more rutted paths. Elsewhere, this bike gets more room for wider tyres. Our bike comes with a 700C by 30mm wheel tyre combo, but you can also fit up to 42mm tyres on the 700C rims. Or you can go 650B by 45mm tyres. There are also mounts for 3 water bottles, front and rear mudguards, and the racks as you'd expect. So, for your £1,500, what spec do you get? The Diverge E5 Comp gets Shimano 105 11-speed drivetrain with a fairly low gearing of a 48 32-tooth chainring, Tektro Spire mechanical disc brakes, and Axis Elite disc wheels, paired with some quite roady orientated tyres, rather than the more gravel-focused triggers spec'd on other bikes in the range. And because this is a women's test model, wait for it, we get a wider Myth saddle and narrower handlebars. I'm just moving to a place in the country where there's much more gravel roads than we've got here around Bath. So I'm looking forward to getting out on some long spring rides and some coffee shop detours aboard the Diverge. I'll be back with a full review on Off-road.cc. See you then.